In this video, I'll be going through the 15 best Clash Mini combos and synergies while telling you why they are very good and make sure that you know how to use them by the end of this video. Just a little heads up before we start. There's an 85% chance that you're actually not subscribed, so if you're enjoying the content, smash that subscribe button to make sure you are more likely to be notified about future uploads. One thing I'd like to note is that the combos aren't ordered based on which combo is the strongest, it's just random. Now let's not waste more time and get right into the video. The first combo we have here is the combo that you see more the higher you are in trophies. It's the Barbarian Archer Spear Goblin combo, and what makes this combo broken is the crazy burst potential it has, because with the new star ability the Spear Goblin got, it can now deal crazy DPS for the first few seconds of the round, and the Archer has the ability to gain extra speed for a few seconds while also dealing damage to 2 targets at once. And what makes this combo more deadly for sure is the new Barbarian ability, which gives any mini beside him +1 damage for a few seconds at the start of the round, making the abilities of the Archer and Spear Goblin twice as more effective as they were before. The second combo is the Royal Champion and the Bowler. The Royal Champion's shield deals 4 damage only and it bounces onto 2 troops, but the neat part is that you get another super if it kills. Now these troops over here are very widely used in round 1 and have 5 or 6 HP. Now if the Royal Champion bounces from their tank into one of those minis, it will not kill and give you a reset, but if the bowler did hit any of them, they would receive 2 damage, making them die with the shield and give you a reset. Now you might be thinking, why didn't you choose a Spear Goblin or a Prince? I mean, after all, they would deal damage making the shield reset. And while that's true, there's a key element to the bowler that the Spear Goblin and the Prince are missing. The bowler can't be blocked because it hits an entire lane. So if they put a tank in front of their small mini, it will still hit regardless, making sure you have better chances at getting more Royal Champion resets. For the third combo we have the Miner and the Archer. The main idea behind this combo is that the Miner on his own loses a lot of interactions, but when there is an Archer, she will most likely help him chip down on the tanks behind, making the Miner more likely to win more interactions, and if you're lucky enough, the Miner might get the last hit and activate his speed up boost, making him a deadly threat to your enemy. The fourth combo is the Mega Knight and the Countess. The Mega Knight combos very well with the Countess if you have his second star ability upgraded, because when he jumps, he's more likely to stun everyone, and while the minis are stunned, your Countess is more likely to stay alive for longer, dealing more damage and potentially even healing more as the time goes. Not only that, but also a stunned enemy mini will not face a Countess that just teleported to him, enabling the Countess to get more backstab bonus damage on those stunned minis. The next combo is the Witch and the Wizard, or the Valkyrie, basically Witch plus any anti-heal. The Witch can be pretty annoying to deal with for your opponent, but if they got a Valkyrie, then the Witch will be hurting you more than helping you. But if you get an anti-heal upgrade on your Wizard or Valkyrie, then the healing on their Valkyrie will be drastically reduced, making it less effective so your Witch doesn't become useless. In combo number 6 we have the Archer Queen and the Musketeer. This combo is one of the best combos in the game, as the Musketeer provides multiple uses for Queen. For example, the Musketeer is so tanky you can use her as an Archer bait, and with the humble upgrade she might even end up healing herself, keeping the Queen alive for longer. You can also use the Musketeer as a bait for the Wave Master because she's tanky enough to survive a couple of hits from him, and if she pushed him away with her super, he would target it again with his super since she becomes the furthest mini again. On top of that, an upgraded Musketeer is tanky enough to survive the Wave Master's Spear Goblin, so they don't really have a reliable way of taking her out. Next one is the Prince and the Spear Goblin. Here is what you can do with the Spear Goblin and the Prince. You can use them to pressure multiple lanes to put your opponent in an uncomfortable position. You can use the Prince to push a tank to the back and make the Spear Goblin's spear go underneath him to hit some long-ranged mini. This one is funny. If you upgrade both the Spear Goblin and the Prince, you can literally take out a level 5 Barbarian King, which is insane. They can literally deal 16 damage at once, it's really wild. For combo number 8, let's talk about the Ghost and the Giant Skeleton. If you watched my Ghost Tech video, then you probably are familiar with it, but I still wanted to include it because it's cool. You can hide all your tanks except the Giant Skeleton, which will force the opponent minis to surround the Giant Skeleton, allowing the death damage to gain maximum value on all opposing minis. For combo number 9, we have the Archer Queen and the Lumberjack. The synergy between the Archer Queen and the Lumberjack is beyond crazy, as the Lumberjack's third star ability can help assist the queen and get her super faster, and when the queen gets her super, she casts a speed boost of her own, raging all the ranged units around her. Also, the Lumberjack's third star will guarantee you a win against any queen deck without the Lumberjack unless you mess up so bad. In our 10th combo, we're talking about the Swordsman and the Witch combo. The Swordsman have this special trait of getting his energy back after killing something with his super, similar to how the Royal Champion works. Combining this special trait with his upgrade that activates friendly fire for him can increase his chances of filling up his super again. Adding the Witch will help greatly increase his chances of getting his super back, because the skeletons have 3 HP, and that might enable him to literally spam supers the whole match for exchange of one tiny skeleton, which is very worth it if you ask me. In combo number 11, it's the Wave Master plus the Prince plus the Spear Goblin. Those three has a crazy synergy because of how they work. So the Wave Master gets more value if all the enemy minis are piled up together. The Prince and the Spear Goblin get more value if the enemy minis are spread out in different lanes. Combining both makes it so your opponent is left to pick their poison. They either have to spread out their minis, so your Wave Master gets less value, but then your Prince and Spear Goblin will do an insane work. Or they would put all their minis into 1 or 2 lanes, so your Prince and Spear Goblin are more likely to miss, but in return, your Wave Master will get some insane value because of all the minis are piled up together. I would really hate if I had to take such a tough decision, to be honest. The 12th combo is the Archer Queen and the Giant Skeleton. Those two are one of the most iconic duos in the game because the Giant Skeleton complements the Archer Queen's kit so well. The Giant Skeleton is tanky, which helps the Queen stay alive for longer. He also deals so much damage with his Death Bomb, helping the Queen clutch some victories. Also, the stun on him can actually be very critical in delaying a Shield Maiden or a Barbarian King's super. His stun can even interrupt a Wave Master's dash. All that makes him an amazing must-use round 1 tank for Archer Queen decks, and the majority of Queen decks end up benefiting from the Giant Skeleton. For combo number 13, we have the Prince and the Miner. Sending a Prince alone can be a little risky, and sending a Miner alone is often not a good idea, because the opponent can overwhelm it with some tanks. Sending both at once makes them tough to deal with, as their tank would have to fight 2 minis at once. Also, you can push a medium health mini to the back with a Prince, so the Miner can land the last hit on it, activating his post ability. Another thing you can do with this combo is you can send a Prince on the opposite side of the Miner, so the enemy tanks get distracted by the Prince, leaving the Miner all alone dealing as much damage as he wants. For combo number 14, we have the Countess and the Archer. Having an Archer in a Countess deck can be very beneficial because the Archer will be chipping down on the minis in the back, which would increase the chances of the Countess teleporting to one of them instead of teleporting to some tank. For our final combo, it's the Spear Goblin and the Fisherman. So here is exactly what you can do with this combo. First, you can place the Spear Goblin 2 tiles behind the Fisherman. This makes it so the Spear Goblin won't only hit 1 lane, but also hit 2 extra tiles, because any mini the Fisherman pulls will end up in the Spear Goblin's lane, taking the big spear. You can also use the Fisherman to pull away a tank, so you can snipe the troops behind it with the Spear Goblin. This is pretty hard to do, but if you place your Fisherman in a position so he would pull their tank to any side, that would open up the path for the spear. You can also use the Spear Goblin's 3rd star to assist the Fisherman with whatever he pulls. Like, let's say you pulled a P.E.K.K.A. Normally you might have some trouble dealing with it, but with the Spear Goblin's speed up ability, it would be a piece of cake. That's 15 combo. If you don't want to miss on future uploads, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.